That thing fell in a whole nother direction. All right. I'm gonna have to go buy a chain for this one. It's done. It's one of those Carltons. It ain't got no kind of, just ain't got no sense. It really doesn't. Let's go ahead and work on getting this next one down. So I'll get that stump cut lower for you, both of these. Man, I did not expect no rain today. See if I can get at least one more before it gets crazy. Huh?
According to my phone, it said 35%, and then by 6 o'clock, it dropped all the way down to 10%.
Okay, that's cool then.
8 hour drop.
Well, that's sweet. I have no worries then. Shouldn't anyway. How far is your lane go over there again?
I want to say where that little pines and that little island-like area is.
Okay.
I went over there and asked, was all right to drop them on their property. And the son-in-law was over there. He lives in that trailer next to her.
Okay.
But he never came back and said, she said it was all right.
Okay, we won't. Yeah. I'll go up and I'll just top it then.
Okay.
That's the best bet.
Yeah.
We top them and then throw the pole. That way we won't. Okay, guys. Guys. You. Let me get all this stuff up and we'll get the.
Had to be every bit of 24 inches down there at the base.
Huh?
But that one had to be every bit of 24 inches.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Especially low. I would have got a little lower, but this thing sometimes got Monday day on. So really good. Okay. Now we might need the rope at some point, but get it ready. I'm gonna need to get this stuff cleaned up. Get the axe and the other big saw, cause I guess let's get this moved over. I'm about to start this one right here.
You want to clean well up?
Huh? Just yeah, get all this stuff moved back this way. Yeah. And get all the axe and everything, because what my goal is, I'm gonna go up in this tree, and if I can clean it up to a certain point, I'll put a rope in it and we'll pull it out. I'll try to pull it between those two crepe myrtles. That's my goal. That way we can save a little time. We might be able to. I have to see when I get up there. It's kind of got a back lean. Two guys pulling though. It shouldn't be no issue. That's fine. That's actually a good thing. I mean, just give us a little base. That's no problem. Okay, I'll get the climbing. Y'all already gassed. I think Victor already gassed that up. You gassed this little saw up, Vic? Okay, thank you, buddy. Well, I was hoping that big saw be cutting good. That's just the chain going in that thing, y'all.
What you say?
My big saw. I think I must have hit something. It's gone. Hey Victor, you go ahead and cut this stump down right here for me while I'm getting set up to climb up there. Appreciate it. This way. Put a tree. Yeah, we're gonna pull that top that way, yeah. fine. Go ahead. You good. I'm just looking. I'm just looking. This will make a good phone pole. Y'all watch for lightning for me, alright? Y'all see it, let me know. I hear the thunder. Hey, send that white rope up to me. Y'all rope these next few off the backside. I don't like how they was falling. Headache. Hold it up, Fernando. Stop playing. There we go. And you get it. Just like that first try when you do it the way you're supposed to. Put that around there. Put that over there. Boom. You ready? It's a little limb. I just don't want it to go back onto the house. bro. What's up, guys? Now I want you to notice something after I cut this limb. Now, of course, all I was trying to do is just slow it down a little bit so it wouldn't, have some control just in case the wind catches it. Just go straight down from here. Not too much sideways moving, but it fell straight down. But you'll notice as I continue to do these trees, especially these pines, since they stick straight up, you'll see me leave a nub like that from time to time. And depending on how many limbs or how far up I'm going, it will determine how many I keep. Because what I found is when I'm chunking down, also when I'm just in general just preparing the tree itself, if I leave a nub every so often, and you might have seen me write this in many of my videos and maybe even talk about it before, but again, just for maybe the guys who just watching my channel for the first time, you'll notice with these nubs I'm able to reestablish a point of tie-in at different points on this trunk, to where if I do swing to another tree or if I'm having to rappel down, and in this case my rope's really short, so since my rope is so short, I don't, probably maybe 10-foot rope, so I'm only working about 55 foot, so it kind of helps me there. And it's crazy, like I went from 150 to I've had 200 foot, 300 foot ropes, and then I just actually prefer climbing this little small rope, about 100, like I said, about 110 foot. Um, it does suck sometimes when you're coming down from a high up in the tree, but most times most trees are just like out in the distance. If you look out in the distance, like right here, most trees are about 55, 65 foot. This tree is enormous compared to those. So, and I hadn't even went all the way to the top yet. I mean, I got probably another 30, 40 foot till I reach the top. So you can just imagine, these are some big old trees right here. This was possibly a 100-foot tree. I think I said in the last video it might have been possibly, I think I said like 65 to 85. I can't remember exactly. But I might have been wrong in my estimate just looking at things. So these could have been closer to 100 foot, if not more. Um, but anyways, at any rate, they're very tall trees. So you establish your points with the little nubs, and you have to be careful about where you have them at too. So you have to really be adept or really understand the again, the formalities of when you do leave a nub like that, especially when it comes to cutting down certain parts of the tree that might hang up in it, its location. So you have to take certain things into consideration. And you'll notice too, a lot of my cuts I do that with. And if you ever do that, make sure you just kind of in a position to where if it rips, you're not getting snatched with it. But that again, that's a cut that I prefer. I really call it the barber cut or the rip cut if you want it, call it, or whatever you call it. And you just basically do that. It saves your ropes in the long run. And also, it's just one of them. It doesn't, a lot of guys, especially if you have a newer ground crew, it that I've been in situations where that rope will just pull you up in the air and pull you with like 10, 30 foot to where you couldn't even imagine you would have been the second before, because they drop it so fast. But doing it like that, it kind of lessens that a little bit, gives them more control. We didn't need a device on none of these limbs. This is a big old loblolly pond, so it's just one of them deals. It's just a few little limbs at the top of this thing, and mostly it was just to climb up to. But it's amazing with these big old pine trees. I'm telling you, these things get really big too. This tree gets huge. I'm just saying, give you about an idea how high I am. The rope's 150 foot, give or take. So I'm at least about 70 to 75 right here, or close to it. So this tree could be like about 90 foot tall. I'm gonna climb up here a little bit more, and I have one more ready. Okay. All right.